I'm standing here alongside Mr. Harry van Bommel, who is a prominent member of Dutch Parliament and is one of the leading members of a party called SP. Sir, first of all, thank you for your time. Can you tell us about this whole conference? How did this happen? Because you have played a major part in organizing this all. And how was the process at the end result, what we saw today?
Well, first of all, it was a great success. We had most of my colleagues showing up in the meeting with His Holiness. We had parties from the government, parties from opposition. The process started more than half a year ago with the representatives of the Ahmadiyya community in the Netherlands coming to Parliament, discussing with me the possibility of a formal visit to Parliament. And we went from there. So we went through all the red tape to eventually end up in one of the biggest and most solemn meeting rooms of Parliament. So I was very happy to see that the visit of His Holiness turned out to be such a great success.
Was this the first time you met His Holiness, or you had a meeting before with him?
I met His Holiness twice before. Once in Nunspeet, where there is a community, and the second time on another location. I'm not sure whether it was Parliament or anywhere else, but this was the first formal visit to Parliament, and I was happy to be hosting it.
Okay. What are your feelings, remarks about his speech today, and what do you make out of this whole conference?
It is very important to discuss the position of Islam right now in a world where we also see violence between Islamic groups, schools of thought, schools in religion. So it is very important to have a leader of a Muslim community to talk about interreligious harmony and peace. It is a message that is welcome now, not just in the Netherlands, but throughout the world.
You also had a private meeting with him, I assume. If you want to elaborate or tell us about what was it about?
Well, of course, we talked about the Ahmadiyya Muslim community in the Netherlands. A relatively small community. Tomorrow a mosque will be opened, or the first stone will be laid in Almere, which is one of our growing cities in the Netherlands. We talked about the position of the Ahmadiyya community in Amsterdam, in The Hague, and also about the religious tolerance and unfortunately intolerance in this country, because we also have a tendency of nationalism and intolerance, unfortunately.
Are you planning in the coming future such programs as this, what happened today, or anything like that? Can we expect that?
I think it's important to, as a Dutch parliament, to be open to religious leaders, and I'm very happy that the Caliph took the opportunity to come to the Netherlands and to talk to Parliament. Even if only a relative small community in the Netherlands there is of Ahmadiyya, it is good to also have the Dutch topics as a freedom of speech, freedom of religion, full on the table, and they were both debated openly, frankly, with honest answers from the Caliph.
Mr. Geert Wilders, he came to know about this gathering as well. He had his misunderstandings about His Holiness. Had you any talk with him, or did he ask anything about him?
No. But I did invite one of his group members to be at the meeting, because also his party has a seat in the Committee of Foreign Affairs. They were invited to be present. No one showed up. I always find it difficult to be critical about something if you haven't seen it or talked to the people who are involved. We can now conclude that they were not there and that they have been talking about things that they have no knowledge about. So we shouldn't take their criticism too seriously.